Imagine this. You're lost in the wilderness, a storm is brewing, and danger lurks in the shadows. You hear a rustle behind you. What do you want at your side? A lightning-fast military-grade Belgian Malinois with laser focus? Or a fearless lion-hunting Rhodesian Ridgeback with the power of a freight train? Today, we're putting these two legends to the test. Speed, strength, intelligence, loyalty. Who wins the ultimate showdown? You might think you know the answer, but I guarantee you, this battle is closer than you expect. Stick around, because what you're about to see will blow your mind. First up, let's talk about the Belgian Malinois, the Navy SEAL of the dog world. If there was an Olympic event for being insanely athletic and impossibly obedient, the Malinois would take home gold every single time. These dogs don't just run, they launch like missiles. They don't just jump, they scale walls like Spider-Man. Ever seen a dog take down a full-grown man in protective gear? That's Tuesday for a Malinois. Trained for military operations, police work, and extreme protection, this breed is a living, breathing weapon with fur. They're wickedly smart, but here's the catch. Owning one is like giving a toddler 10 espressos and telling them to sit still. Good luck with that. Now, let's talk about the Rhodesian Ridgeback, a dog that doesn't need to prove itself because its ancestors already did, by hunting lions. Yes, lions. Originally bred in Africa, these dogs were designed to track, corner, and outmaneuver one of the deadliest predators on Earth. Built like a tank, Ridgebacks are pure muscle with a side of elegance. They don't chase after tennis balls like a Malinois on a sugar rush. They conserve their energy, calculating the perfect moment to explode into action. And when they do, good luck stopping them. Their bite isn't as strong as some other breeds, but when you're fast, powerful, and fearless enough to go toe-to-toe with a lion, you don't need a monster bite force. You just need confidence. And Ridgebacks have that in spades. So how do these two titans compare? Let's start with speed. Belgian Malinois are built like Formula One cars, lean, aerodynamic, and ridiculously fast. They can hit speeds of up to 35 mph, turning on a dime and dodging obstacles like they're in a high-speed chase. Ridgebacks, on the other hand, are like muscle cars, less about quick turns and more about sheer relentless power. They might not have the same agility, but in an open field, once a Ridgeback gets going, it's like a runaway freight train. If you're looking for a sprinter, the Malinois wins. If you're looking for a marathon runner, the Ridgeback takes it. What about strength? Well, this one is no contest. The Ridgeback is pure muscle. We're talking a heavyweight boxer versus a featherweight MMA fighter. The Malinois might be stronger pound for pound, but the Ridgeback has size on its side. If these two dogs were in a wrestling match, the Ridgeback would have the upper hand, literally, just by sheer weight and power. But don't count the Malinois out. Their bite force, around 195 psi, combined with their surgical precision, means they know exactly where to strike to bring down a threat. Ridgebacks, despite their size, are more about body slamming their opponents into submission. It's the difference between a tactical fighter and a powerhouse brawler. Now, let's talk intelligence. If the Malinois had a job, it would be working for the FBI, cracking codes, and taking down bad guys. These dogs are problem solvers, trained to follow complex commands with almost eerie precision. They learn new tricks in minutes, and if they had opposable thumbs, they'd probably take over the world. The Ridgeback? It's smart, don't get me wrong, but in a different way. Think of the Malinois as the genius honor student and the Ridgeback as the street-smart survivor. Ridgebacks are independent thinkers, meaning they don't just blindly follow commands. They assess situations and decide if listening to you is worth their time. In a survival scenario, this could be an advantage. While the Malinois waits for an order, the Ridgeback might already be 5 steps ahead, making its own decisions. But let's get real. What about loyalty and protection? If you're looking for a dog that will lay down its life for you without hesitation, both breeds have your back, but they do it differently. A Malinois is the ultimate bodyguard. They'll stay glued to your side, constantly scanning for threats, ready to act in an instant. Ridgebacks? They're more like personal warriors. They won't hover over you every second, but the moment they sense something's wrong, they flip a switch from calm and composed to unstoppable force. It's like having a special ops soldier versus a lone samurai. Both are insanely protective, just with different styles. While we've compared their speed, strength, intelligence, and protection abilities, there's another critical factor: trainability. If you're someone who wants a dog that listens to every command with robotic precision, the Malinois is your dream come true. These dogs thrive on discipline and structure, responding instantly to training. But here's the catch. If you don't give them a job, they'll find one. And trust me, you won't like the job they choose. Ever seen a dog dismantle a couch in under 5 minutes? A bored Malinois is a household disaster waiting to happen. The Ridgeback, on the other hand, is more of a freelancer. They're trainable, but only if they respect you. Unlike the Malinois who lives to obey, the Ridgeback needs to know that what you're asking actually makes sense. If a Malinois is a soldier following orders, the Ridgeback is the warrior who listens only if they believe in the mission. And then there's temperament. Malinois are intense. They are always on, always ready, always watching. If they were a person, they'd be that hyper-alert special agent who never takes a day off. That level of focus is incredible, but it also means they can be a lot to handle. They're not the type to just lounge around on the couch all day, unless you count sitting on the couch while staring at you, waiting for the next command. Ridgebacks, by contrast, have a more balanced personality. They can be playful, loving, and even a bit goofy, but when the situation calls for it, they flip the switch and become fearless guardians. If you want a dog that can go from relaxed family companion to warrior mode in an instant, the Ridgeback might be your perfect match. Let's not forget about endurance and toughness. Belgian Malinois may be fast and agile, but Ridgebacks were literally designed to withstand harsh African conditions, intense heat, rugged terrain, and even encounters with dangerous predators. These dogs don't just survive in extreme environments, they thrive. Their short, dense coats protect them from the elements, and their bodies are built for long-distance travel. Malinois are workaholics, but Ridgebacks have the kind of raw durability that makes them almost indestructible. If you needed a dog to trek through the wilderness with minimal food and water, the Ridgeback would be your best bet. Finally, let's talk about companionship. Both of these dogs are fiercely loyal, but they express it in different ways. Malinois are the ultimate Velcro dogs. They will stick to you like glue, following you from room to room, constantly looking for guidance. They bond incredibly deeply with their owners, but can be wary of strangers, always assessing threats. Ridgebacks, on the other hand, are more independent. They love their families but don't feel the need to be attached to your hip 24/7. They're confident enough to be left alone for a while, and when they do show affection, it feels that much more special. If you want a dog that is always by your side, choose the Malinois. If you want a dog that loves you but also has a mind of its own, the Ridgeback is the way to go. So who wins this showdown? Well, that depends on what you're looking for. Need a fast, agile, tactical protector? The Malinois is your champion. Want raw power, endurance, and an independent thinker? The Ridgeback takes the crown. But here's the truth. There's no real loser here. Both of these breeds are absolute legends. And whether you need a 4-legged Navy SEAL or a lion-hunting gladiator, one thing's for sure, you won't be disappointed. Now, the real question is, if you had to pick one, which would you choose? Would you go for the lightning-fast, ultra-obedient, tactical genius of the Belgian Malinois? Or would you put your trust in the raw power, fearless independence, and legendary endurance of the Rhodesian Ridgeback? It's a tough call, and honestly, there's no wrong answer. Both breeds bring something unique to the table, whether it's the Malinois' military-grade precision or the Ridgeback's lion-hunting confidence. Let's hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below. Are you #Team Malinois impressed by their unmatched agility and intelligence? Or are you #Team Ridgeback, standing by the strength and resilience of this African warrior? Maybe you've owned one of these incredible breeds and have first-hand experience. If so, we want to hear your stories. Who's the better protector? Who's the better companion? And most importantly, who would you trust in a life-or-death situation? And if you're loving these epic dog comparisons, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. We've got plenty more incredible matchups coming your way. Everything from the mightiest guard dogs to the fastest hunters. Whether you're a dog lover, a future owner, or just here for the action, this is the channel for you. This showdown might be over, but the battle between the world's greatest dogs is just getting started. Stay tuned for the next face-off. You won't believe what's coming next.